Hi, this is Maureen Blakeney, and this is the short video tour of my e-portfolio. And I do have to say that this semester and the whole program has been really interesting and a lot of fun and a lot of things that I learned. All right, my candidate info. My introduction, I did a Google Slides presentation, and I embedded my introduction video for my practicum area within that slide. My technology philosophy. I am so into kids having technology to help them learn and to engage them. And with this time of instant gratification and short attention spans, it is important that we use technology correctly within the school and within lesson plans. And because it's not going to get any easier and it's not going to go away. My resume. This brings up a few of the things that I've done, and especially the ones that are the latest ones. So I believe firmly in keeping a resume down to 2 pages at the most, because most people will only read even the first page and they'll glance at the second. Any more than that, and you've lost them. The exploration stage of my reflection. I put this in 2 places. I put it here and I also put it back in the reflection, which will have my whole reflection. But I never, in the time that I was doing this program, try to second guess what was coming up. Of course, with the practicum, I figured it was going to be a culmination of everything that I had learned and a few things that I hadn't done before. And I don't try to figure it out beforehand, because that way I'm not set to do one thing and have to change as the course comes up. So I like being surprised when I find out that it's not what I might have thought it would have been. Now, my professional development plan. In my school, we use, actually the whole district, we use Google for Education. And one of the things that I found with doing this and my article reviews, that one of the biggest problems is having training and having time for training. And that's the thing, is it seems like with everything teachers, educators have going on today, finding a time for education of the teachers that isn't going ridiculously into their time off and not getting into instructional time, it's very, very hard to do. So what I did is I brought up things that for my development plan that teachers could take away within an introduction within their professional development time every Friday to take back to the kids, to teach the kids, because I have found in our school that our kids don't have a lot of basic computer skills. So that was one of my biggest things there. Now, going on with that, my face-to-face training videos, my hardest one for me to start out with was doing with my peers. And once I got rolling, I was okay. I was nervous when I started, but then once I got going, I was okay. So I introduced Google Earth and was not surprised to find that most of them had not used it and only thought that it was pretty much science-based. And when they found out that it was cross-curriculum, a lot said that they were probably going to try it. My second video was Windows 10 desktop. Back to the basic computer skills that my students don't have a lot of. Basic nomenclature and what parts of the desktop to go to and where to find things. So that's what I covered here. Now, because of the pandemic, my scheduled second one with my students about Chrome browser was scheduled for the 16th of March, which we weren't in school. That was the day we started being out of school. So my son and my son-in-law volunteered to help me out with that. My son had used Chrome when he was back in high school a few years ago. So it was a refresher for him, and my son-in-law said that he learned things that he had never known. And I had geared this to my 7th and 8th graders. So they were quite at ease with this because it just worked well. My professional presentations, these three Google slide presentations is what I used with my within my training videos. My activity evidence, my article summaries. My assistive technology summary was on how teachers felt about their competency of using assistive technology for students with visual impairments. My second two covered Chromebooks and Chrome applications and how Chromebooks were being integrated, and also how teachers felt about using them within their classrooms, within their core subjects. Now, the biggest thing I found right across these three articles was back to the teachers felt they weren't getting enough training, and if they got training on it, it was very short and covered the bare necessities. My extra resources, I pulled some things that I did over the course of the program. Some of them are presentations to give to my students, and so that they can do it at a self-pace. Some of them are the presentations that I could use by itself. Videos. One of the things, my critical thinking one, my kids are doing high school courses, they're 7th and 8th graders. So critical thinking to get a good answer was something that they needed to do. And then down at the very bottom, I had to put my GIF, because this is how you usually see me, eating a snack and being on my computer, especially when I'm at home. Then in here will be my evaluations and my peer review forms. My reflection and my video tour is here. So this one will go right in here where I have a placeholder. I did one and I'm replacing it now. So I want to thank everybody that was involved in my program. I learned so much. I had a lot of fun, and I'm using things that I learned, and that's the big thing. Once again, thank you.